Lakers get bounced in the first round, LeBron James has exercised his $52.6 million player option with the Lakers for next season. But not without some interesting comments by his agent, Rich Paul, as told to our Sham Charania. Quote, LeBron wants to compete for a championship. He knows the Lakers are building for the future. He understands that. But he values a realistic chance of winning it all. We are very appreciative of the partnership that we've had for 8 years with Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka, and consider the Lakers as a critical part of his career. We understand the difficulty in winning now while preparing for the future. We do want to evaluate what's best for LeBron at this stage in his life and career. We want to make every season he has left count, and the Lakers understand that and are supportive and want what's best for him. Wendy, do you like or dislike Rich Paul's comments?
I wouldn't frame it that way. I don't understand them totally. I think they're setting something else up. I could guess at what they're setting up, but I don't want to guess. I want to wait and see it play out. I will just say, for the back part of his career, LeBron has prioritized two things repeatedly. He's prioritized making sure he maximizes his earnings, which I totally understand. He's still underpaid at $53 million, even at age 40. And he's prioritized playing in Los Angeles. Now, he's prioritized winning through 20-some years. Like, that's not to say he's not, but he has consistently, when he's had the chance to not do that, he has leaned into prioritizing those two things. The fact that he would pick up this money to play for the Lakers is 0% surprising. The comments are open to interpretation, and I think what they are doing is they are setting something else up. And the LeBron and Rich Paul will watch how the Lakers operate the next few weeks, and then we will see what they're setting up. They could be setting up LeBron very enthusiastically reporting to training camp with Luka Doncic, excited about the Lakers' chances of competing for a title this year. Or they could set up something where, as Rich has implied here, that there isn't a place for LeBron on this particular version of the Lakers. I don't want to get there. I don't want to jump ahead. I want to wait and see it, watch out. I'm just saying that there was a lot of thought put into each one of those sentences. And I'm not sure we totally understand them now, but I think we're going to understand them in the future.
So I just want to be clear on this. Wendy, obviously, you're not suggesting that he is asking out. You're not suggesting he's going to ask out. What you have just said is they being LeBron and Rich Paul, are setting something up as in a part two of this. We just don't know what that part two may be. But big picture, Perk, do you think there's any chance the Lakers hope he asks out?
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. It's so hard to say goodbye, right? You saw Rich Paul comments. It's been 8 years, right? 8 years of us having an influence and having conversations with Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka for as the direction of the team. It's a new sheriff in town. His name is Luka, and his name is Bill Duffy, right? 42 years of experience. Guess who else is represented by WME, who Bill Duffy works for? DeAndre Ayton. It's a new sheriff in town. That's what's happening right now. It's a new shot caller. This is all about Luka and what Luka wants and Luka is going to get, because the Lakers need to make Luka happy and make sure that he signs that contract extension. This is what this is about. If we keeping it real, it's plain and simple. It's a new sheriff in town. And it's not LeBron, Rich Paul, and Clutch. It's Luka, Bill Duffy, WME. That's the thing.
Yeah, there's a new sheriff in town in Los Angeles in Luka, right? But there's a new mayor of the city in the second apron in the way that teams are constructed. And for the first time in LeBron James's career, he's not looking at a situation where if I want to leave, every team is going to come kicking the door down to come and get me. What are the options for LeBron James? Where can he possibly go right now if he says, I'm out of here? He's opted into $52 million. Where is he going to go where a team is going to give them enough assets to satisfy the Lakers, and he's going to be happy with the team and feel like they're still competitive? I don't see it. I don't see teams coming after LeBron like where he can do this in the years past. Maybe I'll leave. I like the GM over here. This thing that LeBron does every year, like clockwork, at different times of the season, usually that gets antennas going in the league. moving and shuffling and calling the Lakers. How many of those calls do you think the Lakers are getting right now for LeBron?
Well, that's interesting. Wendy, just help on this, just from a clarification purpose, not reporting anything, obviously. But when David asks who could get LeBron, it is very difficult to do multiplayer deals, and it's very difficult to get to over the $50 million like LeBron, and he also has a no-trade clause. So of the teams in a hypothetical world that we could maybe make up in our heads that he could get traded for, I've gone to the place, Wendy, of a one-for-one, whether it's Jimmy Butler at Golden State, Karl Anthony Towns in New York, or, as crazy as this sounds, Anthony Davis in Dallas. None of these are going to happen. I'm not saying they are, but Wendy, technically, those types of deals could get done. Am I correct?
Yes, it's much more clean to do a one-for-one player trade than it is to do a multiplayer trade. Also, there's teams out there that are in the second apron. For example, if you're just a casual fan and you see these comments and you think, oh, LeBron wants to get traded, maybe he'll go back to Cleveland, okay? Like this is what a casual fan might say. The Cavs are in the second apron. They are not allowed to put multiple players together in a trade. That is just the rules, okay? So the Cavs would have to literally do 2 or 3 separate trades, potentially trading 5 or 6 different players to bring in LeBron. So could they do it? If I had Bobby Marks, a whiteboard, and a computer program, yeah, I could do it, but it's not feasible. So another thing is this: LeBron has a no-trade clause, which means he not only gets to pick the team, he gets to pick what he's traded for. So I don't think a trade is going to happen at all. I think I would not say impossible. It's the NBA. Extremely unlikely that there's going to be a trade for LeBron James.
I got to find out what Perk's laughing about. Which hypothetical trade just made you laugh the most, Perk?
What wasn't that? It's a couple of text messages I'm getting right now. That's what made me laugh. But here's the thing, right? If LeBron, I'm a strong believer that if LeBron James did request a trade, which he hasn't, but if he requested a trade, it's teams out there that would be knocking at the door that would be willing to give up players to get LeBron James and borrow him for 1 year, and especially if you're in the Eastern Conference. We just finished talking about how wide open the Eastern Conference is. If LeBron James wanted to be traded, and let's say he wanted to go to the New York Knicks, I'm pretty sure Leon Rose and World Wide West will figure out a way to get that done, to get LeBron James to the New York Knicks, the Mecca. And I'm pretty sure LeBron might be excited to go play in Madison Square Garden because as an opponent, he loves playing in New York. He calls it his playground. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm with Wendy. It's unlikely that he's going to be traded. But if he comes out publicly and Rich Paul says that LeBron James won out and we in December or January, I guarantee you it's going to be more than just a handful of teams that are going to be blowing up the Lakers' phone.
Well, the problem is the other side of that. You go to the Lakers. I mean, you think Luka is going to be excited about, hey, I'm going to go to team replace LeBron with Karl Anthony Towns, who dominating the playoffs a couple of years ago, who's inconsistent playoffs. Karl Anthony Towns can be great offensively, but that's not a guy I think would instill a lot of confidence in Luka that you're building around him. Or are you going to do the OG and Bridges and those guys and take away a lot of the wings out of New York and there's 2 parts to this. Yes, teams may, like I said, there are 2 parts. Teams may want LeBron, but to make that work, LeBron will also want a team that is still there for him to get into the championship level. The things you're going to have to lose for the Knicks don't necessarily work for LeBron, and the things that would work for LeBron don't work for Luka and the Lakers. It just does not fit.
Wendy, do people around the league and yourself, if you're reporting, look at – oh, sorry, go ahead, Perk.
Again, this is just hypotheticals. I don't believe that LeBron James is going to be traded. I don't. I think the Lakers are going to do what they need to do because, again, when you talk about the future of the Lakers, the future is now, especially when it comes down to Luka. Luka wants to win now. Luka wants to win a championship right now. I guarantee after him watching the NBA Finals and watching SGA go and lead that Thunder team to win the NBA championship, there's no way in hell, nobody could tell me that Luka is coming into this season with the same type of mindset